Hey guys, how are you? I was not going to do this. I know exactly what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to spend 1.5 minutes on this real quick. I checked the jet wires real quick. Brian Costello, the article just came out in the Post recently. It had to be like in the last hour because I haven't seen it today. Came out with an article real quick. The jet downfall to laughingstock and how it started. And he opens up. First of all, today he comes out with this article. Today he comes out with the article. I had to check the date to make sure it was right. He starts out in the article how Frank Reich was interviewing for the job in 2015, I believe, and Boomer Esiason said, "How'd the interview go?" He goes, "I think it went pretty good." He goes, "Oh man, you don't want this job right now." Oof, not now, man. They don't know who their quarterback's going to be. The ownership is, oh god, I don't know if you want this job right now. Now, fast forward through the article, he talks about how the Johnsons are so manipulated by sometimes the media a little bit here and there, but the fan base. The fan base, the Boomer Esiason is telling Frank Reich, don't take this position right now. And it's the fan base. You can't make this stuff up. He then goes through the article how the fan base, how the Johnsons are so easily influenced. And if they were so easily influenced by the fan base, trust me, there isn't one move besides the Joe Douglas move that anybody in the fan base backed. None. It's unbelievable to read an article like this. The fan base, you're going to say the fan base dictates what the Johnsons do. We always wanted how they had the chain of command, right? We love the chain of command. Head coach reports to the owner. GM reports to the owner. Yeah, the fans love that one. They love that one. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I just couldn't believe this article just now. But I said 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm done with it. Read it yourselves. Jackasses, complete jackasses. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great day today. I'd like to talk about, I made this real quick. I made this movie. I don't know if you guys have checked it. I think I made it more for me than you, but that's not important. What's important is the reason I made the movie about Belichick and Brady is that I wanted to discuss that. That was the main part of the thing I wanted to come on with and then go into my discussion about the Jets. By the way, real quickly, I am really looking forward to this video. This is going to be, there's stuff in the end here, or the middle and end here that I'm going to talk about that I never thought about. And I could be off the wall, but we'll get to that later on. So bottom line is the movie. That's why I made it. I made it for me. If you enjoy it, great. It is off the wall. And I cracked up laughing, and I started making it only because I was practicing editing. And next thing I know, I'm editing subtitles, and I just started to do it, and it took me like 8 hours. I lost my mind yesterday. Lost my mind. I was going to make this video yesterday. Thank God I didn't, because I'm so happy I got that Brian Costello thing in. Oh, that just irritated me. But it started me thinking, the reason I did the movie about Belichick and Brady is because I was thinking about opening up with Belichick and Brady in a video on how the legacy factor for Belichick is like through the roof right now. And you think about the fact that son of a b, Mac Jones falls to him. I don't know if Mac Jones is going to be good, great, horrible. I have no idea. The only thing I do know is he fell to him. There was 4, right? 5. You had Mac Jones, Justin Fields, right? Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. 5. And the son of a b doesn't even have to move up. He gets Mac Jones, who is, without all the Super Bowl rings, take it easy. I'm not comparing the two. But is Brady, right? Extremely accurate. Pop 10, 10, 10, 10. Doesn't like to run, right? Josh McDaniels can go back to his other offense, his original offense. You know, they're going right back to the Brady offense. The whole Cam Newton thing is out the window. And you say to yourself, there's a chance that this thing can work. And it so irritates me because this is the lifeline that Belichick needs. Because going into last year, the start of last year, there was always could be an argument, Belichick, Brady, together, both, right? I mean, that's what you have to sort of settle on. so out the window right now. One guy leaves, goes to Tampa, wins the Super Bowl. The other guy doesn't even make the playoffs. And right or wrong, I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's right. But on paper, you look at it right now, and Belichick can't afford to have a crappy season. Therefore, is the millions and millions of dollars they spent in the offseason. Friggin' Mac Jones falls to him. Mac Jones doesn't fall. What are they going to do? Don't think that for a second they were going to go with Cam Newton this year if Mac Jones didn't come along. They cut him. They didn't keep him and say, listen, we're going to try the kid, but be ready. They cut him. There was no way they were going to go with him. They were trapped. They spent all that money in the offseason. And Mac Jones fell to them. And I just get a funny feeling that Mac Jones, because when you start talking 74, 76, 77% accuracy in a scheme of Josh McMurray, listen, just remember Brady. The days of the long bomb. Think of all the element passes. Think of the Walker passes. Think over the middle, little quick. And Mac Jones can do that, I think. Will he lay an egg and be horrible? He's a rookie. Yeah, absolutely. He could stink. But I can't believe there's a chance that Belichick has a lifeline here. And that irritates the hell out of me. Which leads me to the next thing, right? What I was going to talk about today is the Jet cornerback position and how everything got really thrown out the window with this position and why it's just risen to the top of people are really nervous about it. I mean, we cut Blesson Austin, and you would think, we cut Revis. Everybody's, why, God, he's second-year guy. Second-year guy. We're flipping out over this guy. He's got 2 years, 1 year under his belt, right? And we were able to do that because we picked up 36 late draft picks that were cornerbacks. And, we picked up a guy that was an unrestricted free agent and gave him $160,000 on top of that to come and try out for the Jets. And what happens with him? He makes the team. So the fact that Austin got cut, I am so over it. Last year, if you were to say to me, Jay, when you looked at last year, you think about making plays and stuff like that, who sticks out in your head the most? It's Bryce Hall. It's not even close. So they didn't cut him. That wouldn't have made sense. And there's so many guys right now. There's so many guys right now. Eccles, Pinnock. You got Michael Carter. You got Guidry, as the two slot guys. Eccles. There's so many. They're just hoping if a couple of these guys can just fit the bill. And then in their back pocket, when they reach way back here, they've got 2 firsts and 2 seconds next year. So we're making a big deal about it because we can all walk around and strut our, egos and that we're understanding. Come on, we're calm. We're not going to the Super Bowl. Not this year. We're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. But we want to make sure we have the best cornerbacks going. Come on, don't take a shortcut here. So, a little tricky how we dissect that one. Which leads me to the next thing I wanted to talk about. This is a little out there, but you have to take it serious. When we took Elijah Moore, we took him primarily because he fell to us. Agreed? We can agree. That's all we heard. Do I disagree with that at all? I haven't even seen the guy play in person yet. I have seen him on the practice field through film make 4 catches. And I am totally in. There is no way I would have taken any other position guy other than him. I think he is that much of a, you grab at potential. And if this guy is everything that he's talked about, everybody that's seen him talks about, then you really found a real diamond here. But it goes back to what I originally said. If Elijah Moore was picked with the 28th overall pick in the first round, what position would we have picked? A lot of us were talking about taking 2 offensive linemen, right? What if we didn't move up and take Tucker and still had those 3rd-round picks? They would have been cornerbacks, right? So much of this draft, we have to remember that this year, because we're going to get, I know there's going to be times we're going to get really irritated. So much of this draft went into the thinking that we are going to give Zach Wilson every single thing he needs to succeed. Everything. If that means we're getting 7 receivers, we're going to have 7 quality receivers. If that means that we have a right tackle last year that played pretty well, some of us may not be crazy about fun. If he played pretty well, we're going to get another one, just in case. We have 2 third. We need players so bad. We're going to move up and grab Tucker, who played tackle the year before. Let's not forget what we're getting here. We're getting a guy that is we're getting a guy that we're sticking in as guard because he was good the previous year in college. The previous year in college. We didn't get to see that kid play guard last year. He played tackle. Can you imagine how much better this kid really is? That's something we don't hear a lot about. This kid didn't play guard last year. He played tackle. Get a professional team, grabs him, sticks him right at guard. No questions asked whatsoever. Why? Because his tape from the year before at guard was sick. And his tape last year from tackle was pretty unbelievable too. This kid is a monster. So my point is, we did all this stuff to make sure that Zach Wilson was going to be as comfortable as possible everywhere he looked. Everywhere he looked. Everywhere he looked. Maybe we're not crazy when he's looking this way towards right guard, but right tackle, center, McGovern looked better. He's in a better. Left tackle, left guard, wide out, slot, in the backfield. Could have been a little better at tight end, but how much can you do in 1 year? So we gave up the chance at getting so many quality cornerbacks over the last 2 years. This year it was all about Zach Wilson. Last year we had a chance to get cornerbacks too. Let's not forget. Let's not forget who we picked in the 4th round last year. Let's not forget we took a punter last year. Let's not forget that even this year we decided with the first 4th round pick that we wanted even more offense with Michael Carter. No cornerback. We've waited long to get cornerbacks in the draft. So let's not be surprised where we are. Let's be okay with it, because this was all about making it us at least a very formidable offensive team. If the quarterback rises quicker than we think he might or will or whatever. I think the Jet offense has potential out the butt. I think this kid has been set up for so much success. I think there's a lot of potential there. I really, really do. If this kid just plays like everybody thinks he can and still does rookie crap, this should be a real interesting year on offense. And we can't really lose sleep over the fact of what happened on defense, because that's what we said we were going to do, right? That's what we said we were going to do. And I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. No, that's it. So that's basically it for this one, guys. Please subscribe. Please like. And sorry about the couple-day delay. Got caught up there in a little personal video there yesterday. And I've had some emails sent to me that kind of cracked me up. And just understand, that's where my mind humor goes, and it cracked me up, and that is the most important thing. As long as I make Jet videos all the time, right? I can pop a video there for myself every so often. And that's basically it. Guys, have a great week. I will be back with another one tomorrow. We're going to get back on a roll here. We're getting close. Can't believe it feels like it's been almost 3-4 months since the last preseason game. But I am so psyched. I am so psyched for the Panthers. That's it, guys. Have a great one. Costello's article. Read it. Puke, man. They got to be the fans. It's the fans. The fans have had complete control over Woody and Chris Johnson. Ha!